All right. Hello and welcome to Business and Lails, session 19. Just as we always do, go around the table, see how everyone's week was, then get into our game. Trace, how was your week, bud?
Good.
Dang it. Not two in a row? That's it? Just the good?
Just good. I mean, we played last week, right? So you only get one.
Fair. Krev, how was your week?
Good. Still getting caught up on Naruto. I think I watched another 50 episodes this week. So.
Fucking Christ.
You in that filler arc there, buddy?
Yeah, I'm in that part where they're what's his name? Madara declared war and they formed the Five Nations and Naruto's heading to go train with the Eight Tails. But I'm on that filler arc in between during his travel.
Fucking spoilers.
Nothing yet.
I mean, the show's only been around for like 20 years, and I'm just finally getting around to see it for the first time. So, I mean, I'd appreciate if people don't spoil it for me, but at this point, it's like...
It's impossible. There's there's still memes that come up of it every...
Oh, I just auto-close Facebook if I see a Naruto meme, because I already had Jiraiya's death spoiled for me. So, that was rough. Yeah.
Kadir, how was your week, bud?
Awful, thank you for asking.
Oh, why was it awful?
I don't want to get into it.
Fair. Onyx, did you have a little bit of a better week than that?
Oh yeah, it was fabulous. Lila's been doing really well. Everything's been going well for the most part.
Is it me that was slightly weirded out about the couple that the guy had a terrible weekend and the girl had a wonderful weekend? I mean, are you guys okay?
I'm imagining Kadir with a black eye right now.
I just like to remain positive. I mean, I feel like good things are on the horizon for both of us either way. So I wouldn't worry too much about our relationship over, a D&D stream. But yeah, thanks.
Reckon, how was your week?
Fucking got him.
Sorry.
It's good. I had the week off actually from work, so I've just been taking it easy, spending time with the kiddo, laundry, a staycation, if you will.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, it's been relaxing.
So we've evolved from calling the baby to kiddo. This is the evolution.
No, I was just trying to change it up. I'll definitely refer to him as baby or the baby.
The baby.
What age until the level up? Like 1, 2?
I'll probably say baby until I'm dead.
No. True.
I'll be like 93.
Baby. And Boonsy, how was your week?
My week has been all right so far. A little rough on switching up hours, going from starting to nights, just randomly wherever I'm needed.
It's a fancy.
A question, by the way.
What's up?
Kyle, how was your week?
It's pretty good. Been busy with work and just dealing with all the mishaps since only half of our accounting team's working, so nearly every day they load incorrect information, but I just laugh because it's a good time.
Nice.
But thanks for asking.
You're welcome.
I know that there's not too much to go over with last session, but if anything, or if any of you would like to describe anything in particular that had happened, please feel free.
Trace did not miss an attack last session.
What else is new?
That means nothing. It just means nat one and that's it. Meanwhile, everybody else is fucking dying in pain and you're just fire.
I don't think you've missed an attack since the first couple sessions.
Yep,
Yeah.
That's true. And you know what? I'm okay with it.
Yeah, well. Yeah, so this fight started going pretty well between the Sneeple, and then we started getting our shit pushed in. So Yeah, we're people are in danger here. This is bad.
The snakes. So you know how snakes like they get into like these dens and then they just multiply. Well, we saw a couple of snakes and then the rest of the den decided to come crawling out. So we started with 10, it went to 15, and now we're at fucking big boy fatty 16 in the back. Rolling up, about to give us the chungus. It's a great time. Love it. Love that 10.
Kadir tried to teabag Wrecked Wow as a way to res him.
Listen, I was just trying to inspire you to life, okay?
It inspired me.
It inspired the enemy. Just hit me harder. It's like, you suck. Get him.
I'm amazed that it actually went for you even after all that.
I mean, I guess it was still at advantage because I was prone, so. Oh, well.
Well, that was pretty good. I mean, the whole session was practically filled with combat, and that is where we will be starting off tonight. At the top of the turn order, beginning with Trace, we'll start with round 9. So as the rain continues to fall, growing heavier and heavier as the time progresses, the field that you are all fighting on is becoming littered with the dead. You have 2 of your comrades, Wrecked and Onyx, both knocked unconscious, I believe.
Yep, accurate.
And then with that, we will go ahead and continue our combat and start off round 9.
So I'm just looking for my backpack. I am not in possession of a healing potion. I'm going to move 30 feet closer.
I was gonna say you have spells, don't you?
I do not. Oh. I guess I could do that. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to move down. Can I even reach you? It's Wrecked that's down, right?
Also
Correct.
Onyx.
I'm going to move down and cast Cure Wounds. Can I?
I had forgotten that you had spells left.
I have 1 spell left.
I mean, that's a difference of saving somebody from
Yeah,
like,
I cast Cure
skydive.
Wounds.
I can't wait for somebody to down him again immediately.
Oh wait, I don't cast Cure Wounds. I don't have Cure Wounds. I cast.
What?
I have Good Berry. Can I like use my action to like cast Good Berries and feed him? Good Berries.
I mean, you can use your action to cast good berries, but getting him to eat and like force it so he would be able to gain the nutrition from it, I think would require an action itself.
Oh, give me a second. I just need to figure out.
Uses extra attack to force it down his throat. Like he doesn't have extra attack yet, but
I don't know. What if he dual wields the good berries?
offhand shove the berry down.
Would I know if Wrecked had a healing potion?
Yeah, that's rough, but I think it's the correct ruling.
I do believe Wrecked had relayed the information.
I mean, assuming he drank one before, right? And I assume that he's have like easy access to him. It's not like he's sitting deep in his backpack. He needs to get them fast, right? If he has any.
I like where this is going, but I don't have a healing potion.
I was looking through your sheet
Damn
and
it.
I don't see one.
I don't think anyone here has a healing potion, to be honest.
I thought we had some.
I think they're not super common. I don't think.
And I think the ones that you did obtain had been used previously.
I don't recall ever having one, to be honest.
Yeah,
I have a
I
purple
mean,
seashell.
I really can't do anything. Like, I mean, it would take me 2 rounds to do that.
What's
You
your
could
call?
stabilize if you wanted, but that means not attacking.
Yeah,
Oh, what do you mean about? I mean, 2 attacks. Now, I'm going. First of all, I'm going to use my bonus action to Hunter's Mark, the big one. So I'm in 90.
okay.
Good call.
Yeah. I'm going to try and... No, I'm going to cast Goodberry as well.
All right.
That's not a concentration spell. That's my turn.
Oh yeah, because the Hunter's Mark was already concentration, so you weren't casting it. That's smart.
Exactly, yeah.
That's a big intelligent boy decision.
I was thinking about the wording of it, and I was like, I can probably do that. I could.
This one to your north, Krev, as you are in your direwolf state, will stand up from being pulled down prone as you've maneuvered around, taking a position in between the two creatures to get a little bit of a threat pulled away from Onyx. It stands and it will make its attacks against you.
Rude.
The first claw attack being a 13, followed up with the second swing, which is a 16, and then it digs in with its teeth for a 23 to hit.
So the
Fucking nice.
Yeah, the first one misses, and then the other two hit. Yeah. Oh god.
It will deal a total of 7 damage to you as it sinks in its right set of claws and its teeth.
That's not as bad as I thought.
Wrecked, I do believe you were at 1 save.
Correct.
Go ahead and give me a death save, please.
Give me a nat 20. Wait, potato salad.
There you go.
I'm having a hard time finding the button that lets me roll it.
I thought you were gonna say I'm having a hard time finding the potato salad.
I'll figure that out later. I'll just do it.
It's below the little successes and failures. Yeah.
2 successes.
Nice.
Which will move us to Kadir.
All right, I'm gonna take up position behind this man's over here. I'm gonna cast a hex on him, and then I'm going to go primal.
You get advantage.
You're right, I do.
That is correct.
Although the damage on the first one sticks. So
Right, but
damage,
crit.
but I just wanted to be clear.
You could crit or crit fail.
The opposite.
Yeah.
All right, so
that's a crit
16,
something.
Does that hit? Does a 16 hit?
16, I do believe hits. Yes, a 16 hits.
After adding hex damage, it's a total of 6.
Don't you add your charisma modifier to that, or is that already had on there?
I do.
Okay.
I do not, because this is primal savagery.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
It's okay. It's
Well,
not
you had something weird with this type of warlock. I wasn't
I-
sure how it worked. Yeah.
It's already added in.
Okay, gotcha. Never mind.
Yeah, unfortunate, but yeah, is what it is. I'm gonna slide around to this side right here and call it a day.
Sounds good. So as you maneuver behind this creature, swinging forward with your claws, sinking in, digging into its back, and then taking a position near Onyx.
I'm not on the initiative tracker. I think
Yeah, you are.
I'm after her.
You're after Onyx, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I couldn't remember. I'd forgotten about that. Yeah.
But Onyx, it is your turn, and with 1 save, I will need another death saving throw, please.
The anticipation is killing me.
1 and 1. Krev, it's your turn.
All right. I'm kind of forced to drop out of wolf form here, I think, to save her, Onyx here.
Well.
So yeah, I'm. Well, I mean, if it goes for her,
It's well,
there's,
yeah.
there's 2
I-
of them here. I don't know what else to do.
It's a hard choice. I don't know. I don't know what the answer is.
I mean, it's gonna suck because I'm gonna start taking direct hits, but
Yeah.
at this point, like, there's 2 of them left here, plus the big dude, and people are going to start dying if we don't get them up.
I can't blame you.
Yeah, I'm going to have to drop out of wolf form, and I'm going to just land like in that corner square diagonal from Kadir and above Onyx. Okay, dropping here. And then I am going to upcast level 2 Cure Wounds on Onyx.
Nice.
So... yeah, it's okay. 14 healing.
Hell of a heal.
Yeah, that sure as hell ain't bad.
I mean, the 2 isn't great, but hey.
That's enough that she'll survive 1 hit, or 2 hits even. So
In Onyx, you get 14 health back as your wounds begin to stitch over, and you can breathe a fresh air once again. The darkness fades as you open your eyes. Krev and Kadir both standing near you.
Mm-hmm. All right, and then that was bonus action to drop form, action to cast a spell, and I think that's all I've got. Yeah.
You can
Yep,
move.
It's not really ideal to move right now.
Oh yeah, definitely not.
Yeah. Like, even if I flanked, then I'd probably just end up getting flanked myself the next turn, so it's not really worth it. Maybe if Kadir moves back next turn, then we flank that direction, but...
Alright. Curious.
That's it.
Alright. Sorry.
All right. What were you gonna say? Excuse me. What were you gonna say, Kadir?
I can't remember. It wasn't important though.
This one, you'll see its eyes grow a bit red, and as its pupil begins to just grow narrower, you'll see it just kind of rear its back up as it just begins to arc its claws backwards and takes a swing at you, Kadir.
Cool.
And none will hit. I rolled a 16, 11, and a 17.
Oof.
Nice.
So as they slash forward, your shield, your Umber Hulk shield, reflecting all the blows, and as it tries to sink in with its teeth, it bites down on your shield, but it's unable to pierce through the chitin.
All right. Tank lock.
Yep, that's best case scenario, that last couple plays there.
Yep.
Honestly. I'm just worried about that, dude. That's a problem.
Same. We need to clean these guys up
Begin
before we go back.
to slither forward as he removes the bow and grabs an arrow from the quiver.
Shit.
As he begins to take aim, it seems to be going towards you, Krev. And
Can I duck behind this Sneeple here? I'm short.
it will definitely give you a bit of cover, that's for sure.
That is accurate, yeah.
All right, so that will be a 16 and a 20 to hit, and I will give you plus give you like 3/4 cover, just like I kind of did with.
What's the bonus for 3/4?
That's a 5.
5.
Well, then that brings me up to a 23 armor class.
I had half cover, by the way.
Oh, half cover. Okay, that's right, you did.
Half cover is 2, and then
Yep, half cover is 2.
5.
But yeah, this one's definitely is like you're kind of like crouching down, healing Onyx with the Cure Wounds. It will seem to recognize that as that gains its attention with the glowing light coming from your hands, and as it shoots, it'll just go right over this creature's head, and it'll just as it looks back over its shoulder, and then just keeps glaring back towards you, Krev.
But do I really have to crouch down? Aren't I short enough to just reach her? I mean, in reality.
I mean, let's
She
face
is
it,
prone.
your head is at best crotch level, so.
True. Anyways, sorry, I'm poking fun at
Trace.
my height.
Just going to feed the record 8 good berries.
Shove a good handful into his mouth, begin to maneuver his jaw, and then force it down the throat.
Yeah, I just looked up the Sage advice just in case, and you can do that. And then I'm going to like, I'm going to like try. I mean, I know this tree over here is down, but I'm going to see if I can hide behind something though over there. Like if there's like a, I don't know, piece of wood I can hide behind or something.
So I
I'm
mean,
trying
the
to get
tree,
some
the tree is down. So if you run back like behind it, making your way like through like the branches and then jumping back over the trunk, you can definitely find a bit of cover in that area.
That's what I'm going to do, and that's my turn.
How much HP was that?
8.
8.
Cool.
I do believe that's 8 at least, right? Check for a second.
I just want to say that was great timing because his turn is literally up now.
Oh, nice.
Oh, 10. You get 10 health points. Sorry.
Ah,
No.
crap. He's still
No,
fine.
Oh wait,
No.
wait. I'm going to feed him 9. And keep 1 good berry just in case.
All right.
That's fine with me.
This is
Yeah,
gonna
but
suck.
you just used your turn to give somebody else a turn who was never going to get one, so that's great. Great
True.
move.
So Krev, as this one maneuvers behind, growling and snarling at you, it will make its attacks. The first one is a natural 20, then a 23 and a 16.
Okay, only the last one misses.
Heard. You will take a total of 8 damage as it sinks
Okay.
its claws in, slashing through your cloak and straight into your back, sinking quite deeply, a bit more than you would have anticipated. And as the sting begins to radiate and take over your back, you'll just kind of clutch yourself a bit as you feel your blood dripping. Rekid, it is your turn.
Yeah. So I'm thinking these corpses are still on the ground, right?
Correct.
Counting as rough terrain, I imagine.
Indeed.
Okay. So I will use half my movement speed to go from prone to standing.
Got it.
And let's see here.
You could zigzag if you need to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that. Oh, because Onyx is up, right? Or at least conscious.
She's conscious.
Conscious.
So,
Mm-hmm.
Does that still count as flanking?
Yes, it does.
Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Here comes that spear.
Its attention is definitely deviated from you, and Onyx.
Advantage for flanking. Yeah. Nice.
Nice roll.
All right.
Oh, that 1 on the D8.
that's big spear damage, though.
Yeah.
So
Bon-
11 total.
Yeah, bonus action, unarmed strike.
Got it.
Feeling punchy. Man, it's too bad you don't have like elven accuracy or something with flanking rules. That'd be fucking wild. It
Oh,
makes me
God.
want to go back and choose a monk, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, that's nice.
It is, and that is a hit for another 6 damage.
Minimum damage.
Do you got it? Do you have the? Are you gonna do it?
I don't have any more G points, so that's
Oh,
all
no.
I got.
And while it is looking quite rough, it is still hanging on. You can see where one of its arms has begun to swell after sinking that nice punch from the backside of it, but the more severe wound coming from your Umber Hulk spear as you dug in from the rear. Giggity.
Like he always does. Am I right? YOLO.
Anything else for your turn, Rickon?
Nope, that's literally everything.
All right.
Got an ass man over here.
So this is round 10.
All right. I am gonna risk it like I have a dozen times before. I move out
1
of the
second. There, Kadir.
If you say that he has legendary action, I'm piecing out right now. Like literally bye.
All right. Well, so from behind this large
No.
creature that had made its way out of the river and into the battlefield, you will see a bright blue light appear.
Oh, is it Moses?
Yes.
First dim and then growing a bit brighter and brighter, and then you will begin to hear a war cry. And then over the yell, you will hear what you would recognize to be Bradgar's voice. As Bradgar and Renus, and then what you would see to be a more than 24 guild members begin to make their way out of a portal.
I swear to God, if they split our experience, I will kill a man.
Kill steal, kill steal.
You to the north! You to the south! Renus! Help the others! And then, Kadir, it is now your turn.
I move over to the other enemy. And I'm guessing he makes it. I'm just going to say attack of opportunity.
Correct. A 22 to hit.
That is a hit. I'm going to go ahead and... I'm going to go ahead and preemptively roll con save.
Nice.
Nice. Well, you will pass because it is only 3 damage.
Yeah, it would have had to have been a 30. If it was 30, I'd be down. So nothing happens. I'm going to go ahead and do Primal Savagery.
Nice. This will be also at advantage.
YOLO. Oh, there's a lot of dice coming.
Oh, there we go. There's the crit. Wait, why is that a
That's the
crit?
third roll, though.
Yeah, I clicked too many times.
Oh.
So it's not a crit. But he
22
does
will hit, and I mean, still a good amount of damage.
It's 5 damage. Is that enough?
Indeed, it is.
Thank
Yeah.
God.
To bring it down.
Thank you.
All right, I reach up, electrified hands, and snatch its throat right out.
It's just in the middle of a snarl as it's trying to sink its claws into Krev. It'll be like, as you grab it, rip its throat out, and then as it gargles, it'll fall. Anything else for your turn?
I rotate back into combat. And that's it. So
Onyx. You have been healed by Krev. You are prone, but it is your turn and you are alive.
By the way, for some strange reason, Rickett, those good berries tasted like rabbit.
Wait.
All right, what do you do?
Okay. Okay.
So what do you want to do?
I want to move up there.
You guys stand up.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna stand up, move up there, and then attack.
You just moved over me.
Yeah, you're on top of Kadir.
Doesn't look like it. That's weird. My
Uh,
screen doesn't look like that. Like you were right here on mine.
oh, that's not where I am.
That's
But you're fine there.
Yeah, that's where the enemy is. That's weird.
Huh.
Okay.
That is weird.
Well, I mean, so it's 5, 10, 15, 20. And you spend 15 to stand up, I think, right?
I didn't
Mhm.
see.
Half the
Alright.
movement.
I mean, I guess that's fine. Okay. All right.
That's fine. Go ahead and make your attack rolls. Also, just a reminder that we'll be at advantage.
Mhm.
14 hits.
Nice.
That's good. And then the second one. That hits again.
Indeed. 13 damage overall, not bad.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
pretty good.
Heck yeah.
So you spring back to life, standing, sprinting around Kadir, and taking a decent position, able to take its back as you sink your rapiers in, slashing twice, as you do a decent amount of damage to it, and it becomes pretty rough looking at this point. Is that it for your turn?
Yeah.
Perfect. Nice rolls. Krev, your turn.
All right. I think this is my first scimitar attack I've ever made in the game so far, but this is my best option at the moment. It's at advantage. So
Well, if you have advantage, it's definitely not a bad option.
yeah, I mean it's that or Thorn Whip, and that's technically I think a ranged attack, so that would be disadvantage. So I don't have a good melee option other than this. So here we go. All right. So that is a 23 to hit for 8 damage.
23 hits.
Oh, so close.
And it is still holding on with an inch of its life. The cuts are deep and it is bleeding all over. And as it staggers a bit, you know that it is close to falling.
And then what was I gonna say? I would know that. Do in order. I think I'm probably better off staying in cover right now, but whatever. Anyways, yeah, that's all I got for my turn.
Not remembering anything, but wouldn't second attack from Onyx have to be like a dagger or something?
No. It just requires it to be a finesse, I believe.
No.
Oh, what are you
Right.
talking about?
2-weapon fighting?
Dual- You can't duel two rapists. Can you?
Yes, you can. She has the dual wielding feat.
Ah, there you go.
It allows you to
Okay.
wield non-light weapons.
Yeah, okay. I was just wondering. Good. No questions. Continue.
Venus will maneuver over towards the west as you see him clutching a quarterstaff, and the top of it having what appears to be some feathers carved along the apex, 3 of them extending outwards with what appears to be a type of seed in the center. As he extends his hand, he will shoot out a few bolts.
So I'm sorry, is this Renus or Bragdar?
This is Renus. Bragdar is right here.
Wait,
Bragdar.
where's Venus?
Right here. Can you not see him?
Nope.
Interesting.
I figured he was like off map somewhere, like in the fucking sky.
Well, I see the dude that's got like a staff in his hand. Is
Yeah.
that Bragdar
Oh.
or Venus?
That's Bragdar.
Okay.
The Blue Man group.
Yeah. Roll 20s being buggy, I guess.
Man, Fireball would fucking suck for all those people over there.
Oh, jeez, don't say that.
He has spoken the cursed words. I don't even know. Does anybody on this team even get Fireball?
I'm Druid now.
Damn.
I guess Odding's good at level 10.
Well, I'll have to
Well-
find it, but he will shoot his attack. I have to reload the token for whatever reason it deleted it. I'm not sure why, but
Oh yeah, in the turn order there's a corrupted token file.
I noticed it too.
Alright, well, we can split the XP for the boss, that's fine. But the rest are ours. And I swear to God, if you fuck us out of this, Kyle.
Damn.
We were so close to leveling. I mean, it's.
I can't believe how
we want
salty you
levels.
are.
We want level 6 though, that's the important one.
I mean, I'm pretty sure we're already level 5 after what we fought so far. So
Yeah, but we want to be level 6 after this. We want to like skip a level.
Wouldn't that be great? It's not going to happen, but wouldn't it be great?
All right, this one will continue to attack you, Krev. First one is a 10, then a 23, and a 9.
23 hits.
Then again, the multiplier for fighting the multiplier for fighting a lot of enemies at once is pretty wild, and these are all like actual challenges. So I don't know. It might get quite a bit.
Oh shit.
Here,
Well, fuck my butter.
This is the problem. Hey, I'm still in cover.
all right, and can each of you, except for Trace, give me a, I believe it's a Wisdom saving throw.
Oh,
That-
okay. I can't wait to fail this thing that I'm proficient in.
Is that Wreck-It as well?
Yes, Rekid, you as well.
Okay.
Maybe I made it, but I probably didn't. This is all your fault, Rekid. I don't know how to blame you yet, but I will.
It's not a bad save for me, but we'll see how it goes. Probably like a fear thing. I'm
All right, I
assuming.
just need one from Onyx.
Am I sending memes to Kyle again?
No.
What memes?
When I fucking found
so
that out, I was
far,
thinking,
only Kadir has failed.
fuck.
Well, while we wait for Onyx to make her roll, I will say, Kadir, your mind becomes over stimulated with the images of the Voidheart tomb. You start flashing back to the moments when you were within it, and as you have those visions, you become overcome with fear. Onyx, you will fail as well.
I ain't afraid of no snake.
You are overcome with fear as well. And then we move to Trace at the top of round 11.
I'm going to get some even more. No, I'm going to shoot because I can't do that. One question: is that guy still alive? Between Onyx and Kruff?
Yes, he is.
Got like a sliver.
Yeah, I'm going to end him. I think that's the smartest I can do.
Yeah.
$25. $20 points of damage.
Jesus Christ.
Necessary.
Yeah.
I probably would have been better deserved for the big dude, but
Yeah, but the problem is I wouldn't get sneak attack and so on, so I figured,
oh yeah.
and it frees you guys up to like help better. And I'm going to take some distance here. That's my turn.
Poof, he's gone. Well, we will move to Rekid.
So what is this plant that we are around currently? Is it a tree? Is it a shrub?
It's a
What
tree.
is it? Okay, so the trunk is in the middle then.
Correct.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah, going for it. All right, comes that spear attack.
Nice. A 19.
You did not spear him.
A 19 will hit.
All right, and bonus action unarmed strike.
No. I hope you really shaft him over.
Oof.
Oh wait, no, this is you're punching him.
Spaghetti? Oh, damn it. Oh, wait, it was lasagna? What was it? Potato salad.
Potato
Dang
salad.
And because you couldn't remember is why you missed.
it. The spaghetti.
Is this permanent? I can only assume this is permanent disadvantage.
You can no longer benefit from inspiration.
Oh, no.
Ever.
Joe me, Lacetas? No.
Each of these will begin to move north, giving reinforcements to the wheats of it there, and then the other group will begin to maneuver south. And on Bragdar's turn, he will extend his quarterstaff. You see... I want to make sure I describe this right. You see a wooden staff, and at the tip, you see what appear to be roots and that are coiling around a blue gem. As he extends it forward, he will begin to take a few steps while he shouts some enchantments.
I'm sorry, this isn't the snake, is it? This is Bragdar. Okay.
I didn't realize Ragnar was a caster.
I mean, he's a fucking wizardman.
I thought that was just Renus.
They're all wizardmen.
And with a bright flash of light, at the same time when you're sinking in your Umberhulk spear there, Rekid, you will see the skin become quite tight and the moisture begin to pull itself out of it as it just evaporates. These little droplets of water just evaporate into the air around him.
Nice.
I am a wizard.
You're our wizard, Harry.
And then he will follow it up by maneuvering a bit more. Kadir, where's your elf friend? Is he all right? Is he still alive?
He is back. He is back behind us, well and fine. Save the wheat civets on either side. I fear they will not last.
We're aware. I've sent the guild to the north and the south. Renus is going to reinforce the north with it being quite weakened. I believe the south will be lost, so they're taking defensive positions now.
You have like a cool like nickname like the Civies or something like that.
But Kadir, it is your turn.
So, because I'm afraid, I believe that means I cannot get closer. So, I slide down here, and I'm gonna stick there. I place my hex on Fatty, and then I fire Eldritch Blast, and I believe it's at disadvantage.
Is it?
I'm assuming it is. So first is 15, and the second is less. 11.
The 15 will hit.
Oh, the 11 doesn't. Do I have disadvantage?
Why?
I don't know.
Feared? Isn't he feared?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he is feared, but you have to
Oh,
take
yeah.
your action to use a dash, actually.
I didn't dash. I just walked.
No, that's like
That's
a
the
requirement
condition of
fear.
the fear. While frightened by the spell, the
Oh.
creature must take the dash action and move away from you, by the caster, the safest available route on each of its turn. And when then you're out of line of sight, you can make a wisdom saving throw at the end of your turn.
Do
You
I
really
have
threw me
dexterity?
off when you were like disadvantaged, and I was like, not.
I'm sorry. I assumed this was the normal frightened condition.
Yeah, it's not frightened. It's like
Yeah, it wasn't explained what we were doing. Yeah.
I didn't know that this was a special fear. Okay. So I have to run until I'm out of sight.
Yes, it says you must take the dash action.
I run behind that tree.
Perfect. And you can give me the wisdom save to try to break the fear.
You can do it.
Well, damn! I wish I would have had that first roll. Actually, that still would have been a 13. So unfortunate, but nothing I can do.
Indeed, unfortunate. As you break the line of sight hiding behind the tree, you're trying to fight it off, but the images still persist. Onyx, you are under the same effect, so you will need to do the same thing.
Okay. Okay.
So it gets
that's
the dash action to get away from the safest route possible, so that you need to complete 60. So even if you wanted to use those as like difficult terrain,
so you, like back here behind this tree or something.
Okay.
No. That's like the trunk is in the middle.
well, that tree is down.
Oh, okay. So it's like
Yeah,
okay. So she can like jump behind the log or
Correct.
something.
yeah, or at least use a bit of the shrubbery to create that as well. Not to mention this trunk as well. So I think that is good enough. So you can go ahead and give me your wisdom save.
Rekid is real confused right now.
Thanks.
Unfortunately, failing as well.
Thanks.
Which brings us to Krev. With no words, your comrades have sprinted off towards the west.
Did I like realize something funny was happening from the snake? Like, I
Oh
mean,
yeah,
did
I
realize what
would
happened?
think so.
Okay. I mean, I think I'd probably realize there's not really much I can do about it. They just have to stop being pansies. You know, stop being afraid.
Dang.
Yeah, get good, guys.
Yeah, get good scrubs. No, I'm kidding.
Excuse me, I've only killed 8 snakes today. Forgive me.
Those are rookie numbers.
So what does that make you, a noob?
I'm just the cheerleader. That's fine.
Pretty
I'm
much.
sorry. You're good. You kill many snake with spear.
Hey, I will do a. Yeah, I'm gonna create a bonfire on this big boy here. Make him make a deck save.
Make a deck save.
Oof, 1 damage if it fails.
Damage roll.
that good damage, right?
Yep.
Get good.
Sorry, can you guys see that token now?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes.
Perfect. And the deck save on the big guy?
For that massive damage.
It is a 12 on the save.
Then he fails and takes 1 fire damage.
Oh, he's immune.
Oh, that would be
Just a-
terrible.
That
That would be much sad.
That would be actually it wouldn't be a big loss in that case. It's like who cares? But yeah.
And as the fire begins to like just grow around the lower part of this snaked creature, the flames will begin to cook it ever so slightly.
I have warmed his butt. I don't know if it's him or her. I don't know. Anyways, that's all I got.
All right. As Renus moves to reinforce the north, you will hear him just yell out, "Stay alive! I'll be with you shortly!" And then makes his way off into the distance.
No promises on that first part.
I was almost
Well,
curious if he was going to bring his goblin kids with him.
Wreck-It,
Oh,
are
yeah.
you ready?
Yeah.
These attacks going to you.
Is this with the bow?
No, it will.
Damn
it. It will drop the bow as it unsheathes its scimitar and takes a swing at you. The first attack is a natural 1.
Oh god.
As it
I'm
swings
scared.
wildly well over your head and just slashes into the ground and creates a divot as it digs its way through.
You no leg having, not knowing what 2 + 2 equals, bitch.
And with the momentum, it will follow forward with the scimitar and begin to attempt to coil around you.
Uh-oh.
It will be a 23 to hit.
Yeah, that'll do it.
You will take 9 damage and you will become grappled.
And also unconscious.
Let's see.
Perfect.
I mean, you just imagine if I've used 10 good guys instead of 9.
If only.
Yeah, if only, yeah.
And as it's beginning to coil, it turns its head back, lunging forward, trying to bite you. And unfortunately, as it does, it'll pull you too tightly. It'll be a 14 to hit.
Oh my god.
Oh, well,
Hilarious.
I mean, I'm unconscious, so... oh, I guess that technically doesn't hit, though.
Yeah, that's at advantage. I rolled a 13 and a 14.
Wow.
And it pulls you tightly. You take 9 bludgeoning damage from the second attack, and as you said, fall unconscious. Trace. Round 12.
Well. I'm going
Right?
to.
Maybe round 13. Gotta
No,
recheck.
I'm going to shoot at him.
Round 12, yep.
Is he humanoid? I guess not, right?
I think he's a monstrosity
I assume he's
or an aberration.
23.
All
I
right.
assume that hits.
And even with the quite difficult shot with the shrubbery and the distance that you've created that lay between you, you still sink an arrow in,
17.
dealing a nice bit of damage.
And that's my turn.
All right. So way off in the distance, Traced, still sinking arrows in one by one as we move to Wreck-It. And Wreck-It, I'm going to need another death saving throw from you.
Yeah.
Ooh, pass!
Just barely.
On the nose.
On the nose, exactly.
I mean, it matters if he decides to hit you next turn. Or if he managed to, actually bite you.
Chances are in his favor.
Yes, they are.
Bragdar will let out a yell, and as he does, the same thing will happen. Check. Unfortunately, this one having no effect.
Oof.
And I'll let out a bit of a grunt of frustration and say, we need to get him out of there now before it kills him like it's done the others.
All right.
Kadir, we'll move to your turn as he moves forward.
So, what is the exact wording of the effect I'm under?
A creature must take the dash action and move away from the creature by the safest available route on each of its turns, unless there is nowhere to move. If the creature ends its turn in a location where it doesn't have line of sight, you can make a wisdom saving throw.
So does that mean I have to run further away?
I would think so.
Well,
that will put you off the map.
Yeah.
We'll just have to tally it. But what we'll say is, I mean, you're just 40 away at this point.
So do you just take the dash? Do you have to move too? Or do you just take the dash action and that's it?
Just the dash action is what it says.
So just
Alright.
your movement speed once, not double. Okay.
So I'll hide behind another tree, like 45 feet away, and take another wisdom save.
All right.
Oh, no.
Nice.
Oof.
All right, I guess I'm not coming back.
It's no
Alright.
bueno.
Onyx.
The goblins were the ones who were afraid of snakes.
It's fun. I'm fucking proficient in wisdom saves.
It's just roll 20s. Dice roll like shit, man.
Sometimes.
Well, it's
Most
ups
of
and
the
downs.
time.
Yeah, most of the time. I roll much better on average with real dice. Although my dice in real life roll quite polarity-wise too, ups and downs.
Onyx, it's your turn, man. You'll need to do the same thing as Kadir has done. So just keeping... Oh, you will succeed.
Nice.
So with your movement remaining, if you want, you can get back to your location that you are now. Does that sound good? Is that what you would like to do?
Yeah. Let's do that.
All right.
So, wait.
I mean, well, that's the end of her turn. I'm sorry, I was wrong. Krev, it's your turn.
All right. I don't know if I want to move up to this thing.
Well, while you're thinking, Kadir, you were right. Like, the save's at the end of the turn, so you're just basically on the next turn using the movement. You guys can get back to your locations once you save. Kadir, you're just going to take a couple turns.
I'm gonna cure wounds. Wrecked.
Did you not take healing word?
I have it, but it's not as effective as cure wounds. It's other than the range. I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, it's. I'm trying to pull attacks off of Wrecked right now, so it's.
I mean, you're still doing damage with the bonfire, so.
Yeah, but if I can get, I'd rather be able to get behind this dude and flank him than do like 1 fire damage, you know. All right, 11 healing, not bad
Not bad at all.
for level 1. And yeah, I really can't do anything else. That 25 movement sucks. I'm done.
All right. I believe I need to do the bonfire damage for you. From
Oh, that's
failing
right.
the
It
save.
continued, so I don't need to keep.
So
I'm gonna-
that's
yeah,
a
that's what I
10
was saying,
on the
dude.
save. So failing again. Can you roll me that damage?
Heck yeah. I'm just gonna roll the d8 from here. 3 damage.
You thought I was asking you to cast bonfire again.
Yeah, well, I mean, technically, I would have potentially gotten more damage on my turn against him, plus the damage when it gets to his turn, but, you know. Oh, yeah, that's right, he was away. Christian, I healed you for 11 hit points.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. And I moved up next to you.
Is Christian still grappled?
I would say so.
All right. I mean, it's kind of up to the snake. So.
Am I technically prone, or was he keeping me upright while I was?
I
being
would say that
grappled?
you're just grappled. You're not prone.
Okay.
I think that's fair.
And just so you also know, for your another condition, you will also be considered restrained as well.
That's a
Got
big
it.
difference because grappled, I think, makes it.
Yeah,
the
that's
attack
why I
with
wanted to
disadvantage
double
for
check
him,
before
too.
moving on.
Yeah.
That is worse than prone.
Yeah.
You will continue moving forward, and from the north, you will see a big flash of light as flames expel well above the tree lines off in the distance. All right. Okay, so the first attack, swinging the scimitar, is going to go towards Bradgar. And as Bradgar ducks underneath, the body of the snake will grow a bit tighter, squeezing down again on you, Rekid, for 21 to hit.
21 damage.
Could I do my sentinel attack first on the one that went to Bragnar?
Yeah, I don't think that restrained blocks you from attacking. No,
It'll
it's
just
just,
be a disadvantage.
it's just disadvantage.
Yep. Get him. Unless you don't.
Unfortunately, not enough wiggle room. You're able to like just move the spear a bit, but unable to puncture the snake.
Gotcha. And the other one was a 20 something to hit, right?
It was a 21 to hit
Yeah, that hits. Yeah.
for 13 damage.
Oh my god.
I'm unconscious again.
Oh my god.
Yo yo.
Is that sung to I'm a big kid now?
Yes.
I think so.
Is
Yo
that the-
yo.
Is that the
And
Pampers
this
commercial?
attack is going towards you, Krev, as it coils down on Rekid and then lunges, trying to sink its fangs into you. This will be a 21 to hit.
God.
Question: when you're grappling somebody, doesn't it give you disadvantage on all your other attacks?
Not that I'm aware.
No, it doesn't state that.
It's
Okay.
just you have to have a free hand or appendage to do it. Otherwise, you have to let go of the grapple to do something else.
Right. Okay. Well, I mean, yeah, that hits.
Here.
You will take a total of 17 damage as its
What?
fangs sink in, and you can feel a burning sensation begin to course through your blood.
Well, I'm down.
Alright. Well, I'll be back in a few turns, don't worry.
You have to pass the save at the end of your turn. I'm pretty
I
sure.
know, I'm aware.
Trace.
Well. Do I have a good line of sight from here? Or
I mean, I wouldn't
do I need to
say
move?
a good one, but it seems to be good enough for you.
I'll move there. That makes no definitely have a line
That's
of sight.
definitely a bit better, yes.
I will fire my weapon at the enemy. 21.
That hits.
12 points down.
And it's beginning to look a bit rough. As the arrows continue to sink in every just a couple of seconds, thoop, thoop, one after another, each of you taking your respective turns, Rekid and Krev falling. You will-
And I would like to yell to him, there's only room for one snake here.
I forgot to. We need to roll for the bonfire before I got hit on his turn.
Uh,
Dex save.
oh yeah, you're right. Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, he needs to.
I'll
I'll
make
roll
the
the
dex
d8, but he's
save.
got to make a dex save.
An 11. It's another fail.
So 5 fire damage, and then of course I got knocked out, so it stops it. But
Well, good call.
yeah.
And Trace, as you yell out, "There's only room for one snake here," is at the end of your turn.
Yep.
Rekid, death save.
Yeah.
Money,
I just think it's funny. I was like, I get rezzed very briefly, and then I'm like, oh, Bragnar's here. Oh, Bragnar got hit. Time to try to poke him. Oh, I fucking suck. Let's see how this goes, shall we?
Yes.
Sorry, it's still loading for me.
The anticipation.
Whew. Well, at least you keep succeeding.
Yay.
All right, so that is one pass, and we will move to Redgar.
Honestly, if I was the one going down like this, I actually would have died if I were you. So I'm glad it's you and not me.
Radgar, do something! Crying out loud!
Help. Help.
What?
He's gonna eat me.
He's gonna snack you.
As far as I understand it, snakes digest very slowly, right? So we have time.
I'll suffocate before I'm digested.
Yeah, exactly. you will die before you are devoured.
Yeah, but that's like, I mean, that's like 10 turns or something like that. No worries.
You're right. You're right.
Holy shit. So, Bradgar will extend a hand and grasp this creature by the arm, and as he lets out a bit of a yell, you can see this electric energy begin to flow through his arm into the creature's arm beginning to expand a bit, pulsating with this electric energy, and you hear a bit of pop and a snap. Well, actually, no one's even around to hear it because the other two that are close by are unconscious. And it will take quite a bit of damage.
That
feeling.
electricity didn't shock me as well, did it?
Oh damn, that was a lot of
No.
damage.
Yay.
Shut up, Christian!
Maybe a
Kill me, Kyle. Do it.
maybe a bit more of a defibrillator effect than anything.
Yeah.
But with that, we move to Kadir as this large one is still hanging on.
All right, in before I nat one again. All right, maybe.
15.
So is that roll at the beginning or the end of my turn?
It's at the end of your turn.
Lovely.
Do you want me to tell you what happens?
Yeah.
You succeed.
Oh,
15.
Wow.
You pass.
thank you.
I thought you were going to say, like, you suck.
No, I wouldn't do that.
I come out of my fear-based stupor, turn around, and I look at the 120 feet of distance behind me, and I'm just like, oh no.
Gurgle, gurgle, splat, splat.
And I start huffing it back, and I think I make it to 115 feet, is what you said?
Well, with the save being at the end of your turn, it will need to be at the end. That's what I was saying before earlier. Like, you are right, because the save's at the end, so it'll take the next turn to get back.
Okay, so I'm at 180 feet currently.
Correct.
All right, neat.
Big oof.
Onyx, it is your turn. You can get back to the location you are now with just your movement.
I'm calculating.
All right. So what are you doing then?
Moving.
All right.
So up there.
Oh no! So since you had to take the dash action last turn, you'll be back to where you started your turn with your movement. Like, so you'll use your movement to get back to that location. You were only like 30 foot off map.
Okay. Well, in that case, you can dash to get further in, or... what she meant was that she dashes up to where she was. Could we move her back?
Oh yeah, that's fine. I just wanted to make sure I was being clear.
Okay.
Any bonus action? As you move forward, you'll see that I believe Rekid and Krev both down. Rekid within the clutches.
All feeling word on Rekid, I guess. Here.
Plus the wisdom, I think it's a 5.
Mm-hmm.
A total of
Like a
5?
5 total, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
got it.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you. Poor Rekid. He's having quite a time here.
And the only thing I'm thinking is if we were playing with your conditions, Michael, on Saturday, Rekid would be in a rough state.
He would be like 4 states of exhaustion down from this battle alone. Shit like this would be crippling.
So as you get 5 hit points back, Rekid, you open your eyes, still within the clutches of this snake creature, and we move to Krev.
And he shouts out, "Not again!"
He's like, "Oh, we're still doing this? All right."
It's like, can you imagine waking from a dream?
No,
Oh no!
Oh,
Fling, it's okay.
thank fucking Christ!
No whammies.
Damn it. It's
Still a
fail.
whammy though.
It's not as bad, but it's still a fail.
Definitely not as bad, but 1 fail.
Scared the shit out of myself there.
You scared the shit out of yourself.
So it will essentially rinse and repeat, this time in just a bit of a reverse order. First attack going towards Krev, swinging with the scimitar.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, he's going for kills.
I'm dead then, if he hits.
That's true. That is how that works.
Maybe.
Krev, I don't know if you're severely lucky or unlucky, depending on, I guess, what happens. It is a natural 1 and then just a 12 with both the rolls
Wow.
with the advantage.
Yeah, those were at advantage too. Jesus.
I think I could actively.
Well, no,
hear
only
Matt-
only one attack went towards you, so that was the scimitar. I was just letting you know
Okay.
both rolls. One was a 1 and the other was a
Okay.
12.
Sentinel attack at disadvantage.
I would
Kill
like to.
him! Kill him!
I would like to say that I could actively hear Matt shitting himself
Yeah.
on the other side of this call.
Oh yes.
The
Nice.
20 sinking in, and with the grip loosening just a bit, you're able to find the right angle to sink in the spear. Anything else that you'd like to add to it, as I believe that is enough to bring it down.
So I imagine he's probably facing Krev as he was trying to attack. So that gives me a perfect opportunity to just kind of stick it right through his eye holes and out through the other.
Right. Oh, that was close. So I was hoping I was going to be the one that got brought up, and then I could have immediately brought Rekid up on my turn.
It might not have gotten that far.
Well, no, because I was immediately after Onyx.
Oh, that's right.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you look at initiative, if I had gotten brought up, then I could have brought you up, and then we wouldn't have been in danger.
But then he wouldn't have killed it, and you wouldn't have almost died.
I could have killed it on my turn then. I mean, I could have killed it with bonus action healing word and then attacked it with my action. But anyways,
It all worked out.
yeah, I was a little nervous
So,
there.
At this point, Trace, can you give me a perception check?
Well, do I have to?
Oh yeah.
Perception, no. 13.
Off to the north, where you saw Renus and the Cornsilk Guild members heading off to, where you see create a bit of a distance from what you would recognize to be the Wheat Silvet Guild members and the officer Nalra up top. The flashes of light, flames trickling through the tree lines, and the shouts of a victory as the creatures to the north have been extinguished.
Nice. The Weeders did it. I'll move. I assume we're out of combat, right? Or
At the moment, you would know that the battlefield, like where you were at, to be clear, the one to the north to be clear, but you know that there is one taking place on the south.
well, I'm going to move down to my friends and like look how they're doing because I'm completely unscathed. I haven't been hit.
I wonder why.
Oh, such an easy battle. How are you guys doing?
Gurgle, gurgle.
And
Are we
not to mention, Krev being down.
Yeah, I'm going to feed Krev my last good berry.
And at 1 hit point.
Yep.
Thanks.
Anything else for your turn?
No, I'm done. Oh. If we turn out, I guess I can't do that. I mean, that's why I asked.
Oh, well, the good berry is going to take your action, but yes, we're going to remain in turn order for...
Yeah, because I can't make it down there. I don't have enough movement.
Yeah.
He's right. Well, if I can't do that, I'm going to hold my action to shoot something that appears.
Got it. Well, then that will put us to Rickon. You're alive.
Oh.
You're just like a bit weighed down from the creature's dead weight as it's slightly coiled around you at this point. You don't feel the restraint as you did once before. Kind of begin to wiggle out.
Yeah, it's rough. I will use my action to stabilize Krev.
Oh yeah, because he was too far away, so I don't have the hit point yet.
All right, just give me a medicine check.
Oh, if he fails, he loses one, doesn't he? He does. Oh.
Alright.
And you begin to patch up the wounds using the materials, whatever you can grab from your bag. And as you do, you'll stop the bleeding. And Krev's heart rate will begin to take a normal beating pattern. At this point, Krev, you are now stabilized, but you will still be unconscious for an hour.
Alright.
I guess what I'll do then, I'll use my movement to just kind of drag him underneath a tree. Or no, wait. Trace wants to do something. That's right. Never mind. Then I will hobble over underneath a tree to get some shade.
All right. So at this point, with where your location was, can you give me a perception check as well?
Yeah.
So down to the south, you can hear the rallying cries as the guild members clash, flanking the last, what you would recognize to be the same creature that you had just slain here. And with each of them sinking in their attacks one by one, with the vast amount of numbers, you would see that there are almost 15 to 20 from a quick count.
Is there a chance I can quickly fire an arrow and get some XP there?
No.
Damn it.
But that did make me giggle, so you can take inspiration. I don't know what you're going to use it for, but with that, I think it's safe to say we can stop combat, which is almost perfect timing for us to take a break.
Yeah.
Hab's gewunden!
So we'll be right back just after this battle concludes, and then we can see the full results. So we'll be back in just a moment, and maybe 5-10 minutes, and see you all shortly. Stay tuned.
Sounds good.
All right. Sorry about that. I just had to do a little bit of tallying and figuring out some loose ends. Apologies. But as Rekid, you patch up Krev's wounds and leaving him in a stable condition. And just a few moments later, you'll begin to hear marching from the south, and the echoes of footsteps ringing out and squishing into the mud, as you will all see Orth and I would say a decent amount of guild members returning. You would immediately all recognize most of them to be from the Corn Silk Rat.
Ratties.
About how many soldiers from the Wheat Civet would you say?
Well, as you're making your way back, Kadir, you'll see this, and from like off in the distance, you're not sure, but the rest, as they get closer, will recognize that there are only 5 that remain.
Oof.
Oh, that was part of the South Squadron was the one that was hit harder. So that means that they had an 80% death rate. Shit, that's awful.
I mean, honestly, that's just a wake-up call to how bad the war is, as far as going back to,
Yeah.
What's her face?
And as the north side begins to make their way down, just literally seconds after the south group appears, you'll notice that the north side to have taken quite a bit more of a loss. Only a Nalra returning from the Wheat Civet, and a decent number of the Corn Silk Rat dropping from the reinforcements as well.
Wow.
Nalra, you're still alive. And as you see Orth's face grow with a bit of fear, the others are dead. Nalra will give a nod. And as her head hangs low, by the way, these are just like placeholder tokens. These aren't like what they look like, just in case you're wondering.
Okay, I was curious if she was a tiefling.
No. She'll just hang her head and be quite saddened.
Moving.
So I was just gonna move you guys back to this map, but you can go ahead from there.
I walk up to Renus. I am humbled. Thank you for showing, friend. I had feared that we were heavily outdone. Had you not arrived, many more would have been, what few left would have been lost. It is only a shame that you were not here a moment sooner. Friend.
Yes.
How did you find us? Here in this wilderness.
Once outside and not seeing each of you at the gate, I figured something was wrong. And as I relayed my concerns to Bradgar, he mustered up some of the troops and made his way here.
Well, so I presume we are hoofing it back to town then.
Yeah, it seems that there's been a lot of losses on both sides. And you'll hear Orth pipe up. A lot of losses? A lot. We lost nearly all of our men making our way here. We've been lured into a death trap. What in the hell have you brought us into?
Only a war to which you have agreed. I am sorry for your losses, Orf. We should take time to rest, to bury our men. But well, I don't believe we can go back now. Unless you wish to walk back to your leader and advise her, the task is too great. Is that what you suggest?
I see Orth's face a bit clenched in anger. He's just like completely doused in blood. And while you're quite unsure if it to be the Wheat Silvet Guild members, the very little that returned with him, or the creature's blood, but you can see that he is in a bit of a pit of rage at the moment. And with that, he will just give you a angry look as he turns and past you to make his way towards Nalra. Well, as Renus pipes up, or Bradagar pipes up, I'm just glad that each of you are all okay. I apologize for what each of you have been pulled into. And then he'll begin to make his way over to Krev, and out of a satchel pull out a red vial and begin to pour it down his throat.
Pour one out into your homies.
Is that a sex thing?
Krev, if you would like, you can roll me a potion of healing.
Alright, let's see. Plus, what is it? 2d4 plus 2, right? Or, alright, I'll take
so.
yours.
But I mean, that's a damn good roll.
Yeah, 10 hit points. Oh yeah. I wake up and be like, what? Where is he? Where's the snake? What?
He ate you. You're in hell, Krev.
No! I miss my
Do
job.
we have time to bury their compatriots?
We can take as long as you need. I understand this is a bit shocking. Ever since this has begun, the numbers have been multiplying. We've sustained a lot of losses back at the guild as well.
We need to strike a death blow against these abominations. But for now, I call out to their men. Aid me. We must bury the dead. And then I begin walking towards the northern battlefield.
Can I check out the bow of the big guy we just wrecked?
I think the same thing.
That you just wrecked?
Got him.
So while from like a glance at it, quickly, while it is like a slightly bit larger than your standard longbow, you would know that it is like quite primitively made too. The shaft from the bow isn't carved down as nicely. You can see it just appearing a bit rough, but if you would wish to look into any farther, you can.
That seems like it's all you, Trace.
I'm good. Crabby work. I only work in elven made stuff. Oh, stuff I made, I guess.
Like rabbit.
Exactly. Speaking about rabbits, we should find somewhere to rest a bit. You guys don't look in such a good shape anymore.
Nope. I'm just kind of chilling out in this tree. That's all that's keeping me from just keeling over, I think.
Is the town safe, I ask?
For now. We're having a bit of trouble holding him off on the east side. But that explains a bit why our fortune's been in our favor. It seems that they've been maneuvering about to the west. I should have seen this coming.
Did we prompt the destruction of that bridge, or was that something they were already in the process of doing, you think?
I think it's their intent to cut the lines. They did the same off to the east. Stop any trade or supplies from coming in.
That's more advanced than I would expect for some snake people.
Yes, I have found their commander, the one in charge, to definitely know their way about the battlefield. There's much to discuss, but first, tend to the wounded and do what you can, and he'll begin to assist you, Krev. Helping you up, pulling you to your feet.
Thank you. So the question is, do I get taller or shorter when I stand up?
Yes.
We'll say that you get a little shorter.
I'm taller when I'm sitting. That's the gas, you know.
My friend, as he like pats you on the back, that I was able to get here in time. Sorry, but to be able to move this amount of people and this amount of distance does take a bit of time.
Yes. So I assume we are helping.
I already left, so.
Oh.
I
Yeah,
don't
but
know.
I mean, this is an army, right? I assume they have like a system
Oh.
for something like this.
Well, it sounds like we have more dead than living at this point.
Are we? Wait, is there? I'm assuming they have a cemetery in the city, right?
Yes,
These
that's
bodies
correct.
need to be brought back into Laos, I'm assuming.
I wouldn't, but
Oh, I mean,
But it's like in the middle of the night now, right? Or is it close to?
I mean, we're not going to make it there with this many dead bodies.
No, I was
We'd
not
have
thinking
to-
about like it's like
but I mean, Bragdar, should we go? I mean, I don't mean to be, you know, insensitive, but should we get a wagon from town? There's just too many.
It'll be a bit difficult to but if we're able transport a wagon here, but if we're able to maneuver the dead into one location, I can bring everyone back to the guild.
Okay. Well, I can help.
yeah, but there's some soldiers left, right? They can do a lot of work as well, so it shouldn't take that long.
Respectful rows for ours, mounds for theirs. Like just a mountain of bodies.
I think even that is too much. Leave them out to dry. To fester.
The snake bodies, I'm assuming you're referring to.
Yes.
Okay.
I was just thinking we could.
Just making sure.
I was just thinking we could mound them up, set them on fire. You know.
Mounts their heads on pikes. Yes.
Might be some spoils of war. Should we look them over?
Yeah, I will let you know if I see anything interesting. Give advantage to whatever. Honestly, to either investigation or perception. I don't care.
I mean, I would be doing perception if I'm looking. But...
All right, what are you looking for?
Just any spoils of war from the snakes. The snake
Yeah,
people.
I'll do the same. I'll run investigation because I always have advantage.
If he's given me advantage on the perception, then... Nice.
Well, good rolls. So from those rolls, I will say that there's plenty of weapons from like dead guild members. You can see chainmail, short swords, axes, plenty of things to go through. From the enemy, you will see mainly the same thing that each of you had fought in your battlefield. So with only running into the humanoid ones, mainly finding scimitars.
I would be less inclined to be taking stuff off the bodies from our allies.
Yeah, I mean,
That would not look too well.
Assuming they have families and so on, I assume that, like, you know, they come and gather the deads and so on.
Right, yeah. I'm more just looking towards the snake people.
Yeah.
The Yuan-Ti.
Also, just to see if there's any, like, if they have any kind of information, like, is there any form of paper on them? Is there any documents? I mean, at least the last guy seemed to be civilized, right?
I would say definitely a bit more than the others, that's for sure. So with your investigation, unfortunately you don't find any, like, notes or any, like, I guess things of interest in that manner.
Any... Sorry.
Do they have any personal effects? Like, would I find, like, I don't know, a small token on one of them? Maybe some random coins on one of them?
No, it's like you're going over finding nothing over and over again. You'll just find that each of these were, like, sent forth for war.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if it's more like they don't really have a mind of their own. They're more like just act as one, so they don't care about personal things. That's what I'm trying to
I
do.
think that's a good deduction.
Any magical components for spellcasting? Or items? Well, actually, that's a good point. I would ritual cast Detect Magic as we're searching.
Well, one would assume that, I mean, they seem fairly organized, but the ones we fought here weren't the one organizing them. That makes sense? So there must be someone in the background pulling the strings.
Yes, it seems likely that there is somebody else who cast this spell.
Exactly.
Who never entered the fray, so to speak. I suppose that only speaks to how valuable they are, that they fear losing them. Or perhaps they cannot leave the water at all.
Could have been this big one here with the bow. Maybe this one.
Did you find any components on him?
I don't know.
Well,
you
again,
don't find any components, and if you want to spend the 10 minutes, that's fine. I'll let you know when it pops off.
Yeah.
I mean, I look up. Even if every simple person who is part of society or whatever, would have some kind of like personal ingredient on them, some kind of token, some kind of thing that make them him. They have nothing either of them, so I don't think this guy is in charge either. I think he's just another minion.
It seems likely he is just another minion.
Yep.
I agree. Besides, we have seen this. We have seen one similar to this before.
True.
And I believe, at best, this is what we would consider a field sergeant. Still a frontliner, but a leader.
Those females there, as Bradgard gestures over towards some of the dead enemy. We found those to be like their servants. They were using them as spies.
I can only presume as much. We believed that they were human until they responded in Abyssal. It is a good trick. If you can if use their own language to bounce back at them, or to get them to identify themselves.
Yeah, we found well, I think to be their head spy. Unfortunately, at the sunken temple, the shabby inn near the water lines.
Well, once we are arrested, I presume we would like to investigate this place.
But
Once
also,
we are arrested, I suppose we also must discuss events, the happenings of Mido.
of course, I would also like to speak with your friend Trace. I have resources that say that he had visited that establishment while in the city.
The temple?
He'll nod. Yes.
Uh-huh. Trace, a friend knows something about you that we do not.
I visited a temple?
A temple, isolation, seems like your kind of thing.
Fair. I cannot remember this at all. So, good for me.
Any sibling? I never asked. Did you have any siblings?
I just ignore him and turn my head away.
Well,
So what I will say is it wasn't very late. It was near 5:30 when the battle had ensued and started. And I mean, with as far as we got, 10 rounds is just, or 12 rounds is just over, like, what, a minute?
it's 2 minutes, actually.
2 minutes? Okay.
Wait, no, that's just over a minute. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. I was
Yeah.
gonna say. I figured I was wrong. I'm used to it.
Around a 6 seconds, so yeah.
No, that was me doing a dumb. I'm sorry.
It's fine. I'm totally used to doing dumbs all the time. I'm glad I didn't do it that time.
No, I'll apologize more. How dare you?
But with that, if you all are looking to collect the dead, and as the Nalra and Orth have kind of gone off on their own, separating from each of you for the moment, I mean,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
just gonna take a bit of time to do so, but overall, I think, like, once each of you have kind of, like, gathered the numbers, I'll give you a more accurate count.
Well,
So, of the 48 volunteers that had come with the wheat civet, only 5 remain. 43 have perished. Nalra,
plus the 2 leaders. Yeah.
Nalra and Orth both remain as well, rounding out their 50. So they have a total of 7 survivors of the 50 that had been brought along.
God damn.
The Corn Silk Rat did take a couple of casualties while applying the reinforcements. With the 24 that they bring, they will have 22 that survive. So they had only lost 2 once they were able to give backup.
It occurs to me, I believe we pursued an incorrect strategy. I feel guilty.
Well, it wasn't so much a strategy as we got forced into it.
Well,
So don't blame
we should
yourself.
have. We had the power of numbers, and we should have enforced it instead of attempting to fight on an even field of battle.
They destroyed
Blaming-
the bridge. We didn't have a choice.
Blaming yourself at this moment helps no one. We need to look forward. Don't look into your past.
Your elven friend is right, Gadir. As he gives a stern look over towards Trace.
I have lived in our past for way too long. Time to move forward for everyone.
I nod.
Trace, would you give me a hand? I'll help you collect some of the dead. Begin to move
Sure.
them here. And Bradgar will begin to lead Trace down to the south. And as they begin to make their way out of earshot, the rain falling, some of the wounded coughing, hacking up blood, you can see just how close some came to meeting their fate. Others, a little bit more lucky, just mere wounds here and there. So each of you kind of make your way around collecting the dead. But Bradgar will say to you, Trace, as each of you make your way away. Oh. My members informed me that you had visited the Sunken Temple when visiting Laos a few weeks back.
Yes. And
Do you remember speaking with a lady named Iller? Silver hair, brown eyes. She handled
So-
snakes.
oh, yes. Yes, I do, yeah. What about her?
Well, it seems that she had been opening her wares to people of interest, and well, you seem to have caught her eye. I think we'll need to dispose of your friend.
Really? Why? This is referring to Jade, right?
Correct.
This is just a mere snake. There's nothing dangerous about it. And I pull out. All the time my side, I can see, everyone can see the snake, right? So.
And he's you pull it out, he'll say, I believe it to be acting as a beacon. I do believe that you meant no ill will in doing such things, but I think that's how they've been able to track our movement so well.
That is dire news, but I guess I can understand that. I take it up and I kill Jade.
Well, with that, I think it's safe to say that my feeling was right, and you did have no ill will. I'm glad to see
I
such
didn't.
things.
Damn, cold as a snake.
And then with that, you'll see Bradgar become a bit more relaxed as each of you begin collecting the dead. Does anybody have anything that they'd like to take care of in this time frame? If not, we can, just move forward.
I assume my detect magic went off.
I leave.
Oh yeah,
the,
sorry, I totally forgot. You do not detect any magic.
I leave
No.
the jar on the ground that hosts Jade.
So no magic on any of the bodies, not the big boy snake or anybody else. dead.
Unfortunately, not.
Okay, just checking.
Well, I mean, like, with how long it goes off, it's 10 minutes, I believe, right?
Yeah,
So, I mean, by the time you make your way back, I mean, you do detect magic from Renus and Bradgar, of course.
Right. Yeah. I assumed I would from them. I'm
and-
more referring to any of the dead.
Yeah, but nothing amongst the dead.
Gotcha. Yes, well, I assume we'll just continue helping take care of moving the bodies and then heading to town to rest.
Yes. I'm kind of wondering. I mean, if they are connected to snakes in a way, there might be some kind of religion over it, right? Would I know what deity has control over like snakes and so on? Is there any certain deity that's snake related?
None that you would be aware of.
Okay.
I would ask that, Bragdar, how did you get across with the bridge being destroyed?
He teleported.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, he'll nod. Yes, that's right.
Convenient. It'd be nice if we had the power too.
Someday. I'm still working towards this.
Oh, that's gonna be a nightmare without a bridge.
Yes.
A few carpenters and a good day of work.
I don't know if you saw what happened. They had magically created I believe magically created some kind of tidal wave that was the width of the entire bridge. It out.
You saw how they destroyed the bridge?
Yes.
Oh, that's valuable information.
They're just, again, the tidal wave. I mean, normally they are huge, but I mean that bridge is what, a mile wide?
Just about a half mile, yes.
The waves spanned the entire length of the bridge.
Wow, that is, well, from a student standpoint of the arcane arts, a bit fascinating, but with the situation and the terrain,
Horrifying.
a bit, yes, horrifying indeed.
It's
Unnerving.
We have also, well, I do believe they have watched us in the same way that we watched them. It is clear they have the ability to scry in a similar manner. Though they may be barbaric, they are not barbarians. There
They
is
definitely strategize, yes.
strategy, civilization, tact. These are the traits of, well, civilization.
I guess you could say that they've begun to definitely put their foothold here in the Lista.
Yes. Have you received any ultimatums, any speech, advisory, anything?
They wish to run the surface and be a part of the world. But I fear that they only feel to do such things through force.
No.
They want to be the only ones here, it seems.
Those who seek death should dig 2 graves. They will find death, should they seek it.
I can get us back to the guild hall once everything's collected, but I'm worried that the news back in Laos isn't much better than what's just happened here today.
Was Laos attacked within the city as well?
Yes, and a few times. 5, 6 quite large forces. About
All
this
today?
size. No, over the past couple of weeks while you've been gone.
So they have not kept a consistent war front, more raids, pillage.
Yes, as you said, quite barbaric. It's been sporadic in nature, but with this last week with destroying the bridges, I feel that it's been quite a bit more tactical than they were leading on.
Have they taken anything?
The sunken temple's destroyed. There's a few, obviously, damaged buildings and structures, but they hold only, well, a bit of the coastline, and that's more of I guess you would say, a defense precaution on my part.
Have we led any offenses, or have we mostly just been playing defense? Have we, for
Begun
instance,
to
gone
plan
to the
an
sewers?
offensive attack, but it's going to take at least a week, if not longer, to be able to execute.
Yes. Maybe we should consider looking at the sewers where we first found them.
Yes. That may at least provide clues.
Yes, that's what I was thinking. Information, even if they're no longer using it as a base or I don't know if that was the right word. They were trapped there before, whether it's a base or just their previous enslavement area.
If there is any element of culture left there or knowledge, we may yet gain it. That is a frighteningly strategic strategy from you, Krev.
Well, if they were rushing to seek their freedom, they might not have exactly taken the time to collect their belongings before they rushed to escape. So, they very well could be.
Plus, there are some things you just can't take with you.
Yes.
Perhaps anything large.
Well, that'll be something to look more into. I didn't even think of that. We're planning an assault from the sea.
Well, one thing for sure is that now we have these bodies, even the big one. It would be smart to take like part of his skin, part of his body, and test what might be. He might be vulnerable to. Maybe he's vulnerable to fire. I don't know, frost, something.
That's a good point. Do what we did with the Umber Hulks. See if their bodies are useful. Maybe skin them, take their claws.
I would suggest perhaps harvesting the blood, things of that manner, if you are looking to make things a bit more impactful.
I mean, they are from the underground, right? So they could have several weaknesses in the overworld.
Seems they are magical though, so if we harvest their blood,
True.
we may be able to craft magical items with it.
Perhaps even just potions.
Yes.
Something to resist poison, which they seem to favor heavily.
That is a very good point.
Like an antidote as well.
All right, fair enough. And I touch the large Wanti, and I send him to the dream.
What?
His vacation home down south. At the beachfront property. It's super nice there.
Yep, right there. It has beachfront property. Sits right in between the river Styx and the abyss.
I think this is the first time we've seen this. I don't think we've seen this before.
Yeah, you have. I mean, it's not a beach house. I was being purely sarcastic.
No, I meant sending him to the dream, whatever that means. I don't think we've seen that before.
Oh, yeah, you have.
Hey,
Yeah.
He did it with your gems
Gold.
and stuff.
Oh, you're talking about sending it to the lamp.
Yeah,
Okay. When you said sending it to the dream, I was like, what?
I've never called it the lamp. I've always called it the dream.
Yeah,
Okay,
I think
I guess
Kreb
I
just
didn't-
didn't know the name, and that's what threw him off. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
so
I guess I never realized that you called it that.
as you send this Yanti to the dream, it just and from your perspective, it is now gone.
Nice.
Yeah, we will make use of this later, once we have time to peruse it.
Yes.
Perhaps we could make armor from his scales. Perhaps poison from his fangs. Potions from his blood. Or, well, sometimes even the liver or the heart. Depend. I know that with troll hearts, those do tend to have some magical properties, but magical creatures provide variable ingredients. I am sure we will find use for him.
Yes.
Science.
Indeed.
I am ready to go when you are, Bragdar.
Anything that you find out about them, let us know.
Of course.
I haven't been able to capture one of these large ones yet. The smaller ones, well, they seem very stupid. Just a brute on the attack. Never letting up.
And easily tricked to boot.
But after nearly a couple of hours spent collecting the dead, getting them in a central location, Bragdar will begin laying down a circle around the dead body pile and then cast his spell. As the light begins to appear once again, a portal appears, and through the portal you can see the inside, what you would know from being down there before to be the cellar of the Cornsilk Rat Guild Hall. The bodies go in almost instantaneously. Quickly, move your way in.
I'm sorry. Did Nara and Orth come back?
Oh yes, they would have made their way back after everybody
Okay.
was collected. And you all begin to hear muffled sounds as you make your way through the portal. From up above, you can hear the sounds of the Cornsilk Rat Tavern in Guild Hall.
Well, where should we take the bodies? I would like to bury them and rest before we carry on our conversation.
I'm afraid that that's going to need to wait. And as he says that, he'll open the gate, and as he does, you'll see the light just from your focus as each of you lay eyes on a large amount of dead from the Cornsilk Rat Guild.
Oh, fuck.
At this point, can each of you give me a
Con?
a perception, yeah, give me a perception check.
Womp womp.
Damn, that's terrible.
So, I need it from Onyx, but so far, yeah, not the greatest of rolls, but at least you're getting the bad ones now. But obviously, Wreck-It and Trace, you do not see anything.
Well, I do my inspiration, right? Can I reroll?
Hey, I guess.
Really? For perception?
Yep.
Ow, my body.
It wasn't worth it. 13.
Yes, it was. It was worth it. To just not roll a 1.
So, what I will say is, Onyx and Kadir, as you look over, you can see that there are quite a bit of guild members. The others just seeing like a large pile. But both of you being able to get a more of like a guesstimate number, you can see that there are over 50 guild members in the other room piled dead. You can hear the flies buzzing about as you can see some of the flesh rotting. I will say, with your checks as well, Kadir and Onyx, you will both catch the face of who you know to be Aaron Perry, one of the
Among the dead?
officers from the Corn Silk Rat Guild.
Among the dead?
Yes, that is correct.
Oh. The lioness.
Onyx, with your magnificent roll, you will be able to get almost a pinpoint number. There are nearly 75 dead here.
Holy shit.
And as you each glare into the room, Bradgar, assuming each of you seeing the dead at this point, will say, it hasn't been going well.
Is this
I
typical?
will look to Bragdar. This is horrible. 1. 2. Piling bodies like this without burial. You beckon, you beggar disease. This, if you think the 1T kill, the disease will slay more. We should not sacrifice any extra lives for these. These must be buried for the sake of lives. Why have we not?
It seems that every time we go out to be respectful of the dead and bury them, we find ourselves under attack. I can't afford to lose any more members due to...
Then a pyre.
Cremation. Have the losses seriously been this bad every time, or is this just that more worse than the usual?
This is about over a week's time. We've
So with
lost
as many that died today, that was particularly bad then.
We've lost nearly 150 in total. Today is, while it ended in victory, definitely a huge loss to us. My apologies, as he extends a hand towards Orth and Nalra. Orth will just turn his face. Nalra, it's quite all right. She takes Bradgar's hand and begins to shake it. Well, I guess we should have been a bit more intelligent in our maneuvers.
We couldn't have planned for them to destroy the bridge. None of us knew that was going to happen.
But we were eager. We believed this an easy victory. We believed we had numbers. We were eager to battle.
We need to be more careful then.
We do.
We need to be cautious and not be cocky.
Let's make our way upstairs, and perhaps we can think of a plan to at least burn them as you suggested. But I feel a drink is earned.
I do. Not
Much rest says too as well.
Yes. I do not wish to dull this feeling. It is a lesson that must be learned.
Yes.
You don't have to drink to dull the pain, but at least celebrate in victory. And Bradgar will begin leading each of you up to the main, the first floor.
Is it Bragdar or Bradgar? Because I had down Bragdar.
Bradgar.
Okay, I'll rewrite that.
Who's Brady?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think I had it the other way too.
You know, I think I'll drink to get rid of the physical pain, if that's okay.
Yes,
That's quite a point there. Reckon.
on the upside, you will have a few new scarves for the ladies. Or the men, should you prefer.
I mean, it looks like I'm really into bondage, I guess, what with that big squeeze.
Oh no.
Well, the scar I got from that scimitar, I think I've got a scar from head to toe, based on my height.
Trey starts looking around his body and see if he can find any scars.
Oh, you got some leaves in your cloak there.
Oh, yes, traces of battle.
Traces.
Well, I suppose
Huh.
between that snake hold that he had you in, and your desire to have crossbows shot at you, I can see how one might arrive at that assumption, Brackett.
I was just so excited to see someone with a bow, and then didn't use it on me.
Oh, you could have perhaps stayed at the distance if that is what you wish.
I know, I got overexcited. And, well, we all know how that ended.
Painfully.
It almost ended for me.
Same.
Well, as each of you make your way up to the first floor, you will see that there are nearly 50 guild members here at this point. With the amount here, you're quite surprised on how quiet it is. But as you take a look around, you can see how demoralized each of the individual guild members are. As most of them are enjoying some meals and a bit to drink, no conversations seem to be being held. A bit here and there, but nothing of, what I guess you would say, an in-depth conversation. Well, some food, and if you wouldn't like an ale or a wine there, Kadir, perhaps some water, juice, things of that manner.
Yes, thank you.
And as Bradgar begins to make his way in and like show each of you to a table, you'll see each of the guild members giving him a bit of a salute as he pats them each on the shoulder, giving them a nod and a little significant of a bow back as well.
I probably would have done this as I entered the room, but prestidigitation, I was bloodied, so I would use that to shuffle the blood, what blood is on me, onto the into the basement.
Yeah, that sounds good. I mean, not to mention the rain, each of you being quite a bit muddied as well. Three of you going prone, you know, everyone's a bit dirty and bloodied, I would imagine.
Yeah, I would use that to shuffle the moisture as well. Well,
Here, sit. As Bradgar pulls back a couple chairs from the table. And then he'll give a bit of a motioning over towards the barmaid. And as she makes her way over. Well, what can I get each of you? What would you like?
A mug of health potion.
She'll giggle.
Rabbit, fried, not stirred.
wow.
I'll take a mug of the strongest of whatever you got.
Yes, I believe he wants a mug of all your beer.
Perhaps a small keg for your battle today.
Yes, perhaps a keg for the table.
Yes.
I would be satiated with just water. Thank you.
And for you, my lady? It's gesturing towards you, Onyx.
Nothing for me. Thank you.
Understood. Well, I will be right back with that, Lord Bragdar. And then she'll make her way away. Returning momentarily with a few drinks. Or tankards, and then the keg, and then some rabbit fried, not stirred, some water. And
Wonderful.
just a bit of other sides, some potatoes and vegetables, and then sets a goblet of wine down in front of Bradgar. Well, please eat and enjoy a drink. I don't think it's necessary to get right to business. I'm just more happy that each of you are okay. I apologize profusely for what you had to endure.
We are okay.
Yes.
We will
I'm
survive.
more worried about Orth and Nara at this point. They're pretty distraught.
Nalra will pipe up. Orth will be okay. Once he calms down a bit, then he'll be able to understand that no one could prevent such a thing.
I mean,
Bradgar, it's quite all right. It's not your fault.
war is not pretty. War is war.
And when you say that, Bradgar will kind of just slam his fist down on the table, and he's, "Damn it! It hasn't even been a month, and we've lost nearly 200 good people. I need to stop this."
Well, our news that we're bringing back is that Mito is supposedly sending a much larger battalion to assist. This was just the first wave, what they could muster immediately. This is only supposed to be a mere fraction of what they're sending.
But
As you look over towards Bradgar saying that, Krev, you'll see his eyes kind of flicker in a silverish color, and you'll begin to hear a voice inside your head.
In my head.
Yes. We should speak of the wheats of it when the others have calmed down.
yeah.
Yeah.
Or at least when everyone's at full health.
Right. And I'd respond back to him telepathically, ghost ways. Understood.
And then after that, he'll give a slightly awkward smile and what you can all tell to be a bit of a forced laugh. Again, if there's anything that either of you need, then please do not hesitate to ask of such things. We will do right by your guild and those that you lost. Worth kind of lets out a big sigh. I know that you can't bring him back, but I just should have been smarter. I know that they're not as experienced as Nulra or I, but I feel that it's my pride that got in the way. Kadir, you had a good plan. It didn't go as well as we had hoped, but I definitely shouldn't have tried to hold as much as I had done.
We shall not forget the power of the sea that they have here. Any water could hide anything else, just as it did for us. It hid twice their number and prepared them for a strike against us. We will be more cognizant in the future. And raise my glass. To old comrades and new friends.
Bradgar, Orth, and Nalra will do the same.
Here.
Praise with his mouth full of rabbit. Throws up a rabbit leg.
Appropriate.
Yes.
Well, my fear is that if this is what they had done to the Western Bridge, then that's... My guess is that's what they've done to the Eastern as well. The road that led to White Bridge. And if they've used just as many forces, then I think it may be safe to assume that they have quite a bit of forces in the forest to the north. But while each of you were gone, as I said, they have begun to try to take their foothold here. It appears a temple has begun to rise in the empty tide sea.
We will plan for a strike on the morrow, or at least investigation. But we will be careful.
Perhaps each of you can speak with me upstairs. If you said what were each of your names? And Orth and Nalra will introduce themselves. And say, well, you're quite well known through the lands, Bradgar. It's a bit of an honor to meet you, to say the least. Well, if you would excuse each of us, I feel that some... And then he'll turn his head looking to each of you. Promotions are in order. Will each of you follow me upstairs?
Of course.
Yes.
Yep, let me just... Oh, there we go. You just get these old bones out of this chair.
Take your drink with you, Rekit.
Oh.
The keg as well. I know that you'll get through it quite fast.
Literally everything cracks when we stand up.
But like suddenly I have the strength to lift a whole keg.
There you go.
It's like those small, what are they, like $30 Heineken kegs?
No, the mini kegs or whatever.
Yeah, like the mini kegs.
Yeah.
So as you carry the mini cask up there with you, each of you can make your way up to Bradgar's office if you'd like. If you wish to stay behind with the others, that is totally your call.
I'll go.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I'm there.
Think we're all gone.
Yeah, so all of you, or just the three?
I'm going.
I'm going.
Cool.
I presume Erica is too.
Cool. So, each of you make your way up the stairs following Bradgar, and as he leads you to his office, he will close the door behind each of you, and the sounds from downstairs will fade a bit. You seemed a bit eager to touch on your interaction with Samira.
Well, I was hoping to bring some good news out of this today, with all the doom and gloom. But yes, Samira has agreed to help, but she has conditions.
And I'll jump in. I think there's something you may need to explain to us first.
You'll see like an eyebrow kind of cock up.
You knew you knew that she would take some kind of ill will towards you.
As soon as we name dropped your name, she kicked us out the first time we tried to speak with her.
It took quite a bit of cajoling to bring ourselves into her favor.
Oh, and what did that consist of?
Well, perhaps if you would tell us why she hates you so.
Well, as much as I don't find it to be much of any of your business, I do feel almost obligated to say, with what you have endured this evening, an answer to her attitude, as I'm sure that she had. Samira is one that wishes to be how you would say, a bit more than allies. As you see him kind of get red in the face.
Oh.
And
Oh no.
I take it that you don't?
Oh no.
I have many that flock this way. Not to brag. It's just the power, and well, the reputation. I'm sure. But well, with how she sees it's fit to run the wheat civet, I disagree entirely with her outlook on life.
Well,
Are you aware of her husband that was killed?
I before we move on, I want to insight that. I heavily
That's
believe
actually a good
there's
point.
a lot there he's not telling me.
That's actually
Yes,
a good
please do.
point.
Actually, a good point. That's a fucking great point.
Yeah.
Well, all right. Like, there's a deception check happening there.
Yeah, I didn't even think about it for some reason.
He's even if I'm not sure what he's lying about, I feel it.
So what? From I will say from Kadir, from your role, the blushing and like the bit of like the innocent snickering that he has with it, you feel that he is telling you the truth.
Do I feel like he has feelings for her?
You feel that there may be something there, but it from like the like from your check, you're unsure if there's anything his way, but from his explanation, there's definitely feelings from her side.
I'm holding the compass and I want to show it to him, but I am absolutely not going to because I feel like that might legitimately get us killed. All right.
Kreb,
So-
you said that you asked about her husband being killed, if he knew.
Yeah. Did you know?
Yes, we We used to travel together. And I think that her husband let down his guard on his own because of knowing her feelings. Rekid, what were you going to say before I cut you off? Sorry.
Oh, I was just looking for a clarification. That was his excuse for her reaction, basically hoes in different area codes.
I guess that's a good way to put it.
That's what it sounded like. He's just like, I got so many people up on my dick, I just can't.
I don't think it was put that way. But
Just wanted to make sure I understood.
Sexual
Damn.
Man's a sexual tyrannosaurus.
Weird flex, but okay.
Austin Powers over here.
Austin, cower before this dick.
what did Samira tell each of you?
She did not speak of it, only mentioning that her hatred for you was, well, put it politely, you are anathema to her. She does not like you at all. And, well, I will advise you that my primary allegiance is, well, to my friends, but also to the city of Laos in service. We advised her whatever we had to bring her in. So I want you to know that before we advise you what we promised.
What are you saying?
We told her that we would have you step down from as leader of the guild if she would save the city. Now, I also mentioned that Renus would be a wonderful substitute. He is a kind man.
He'll immediately stand up from his chair, slamming his fist down to the table. You can see his face grow a bit angry, and he says, "You can't be serious of such things. Why would you make such propositions?"
Well, in my manner of thinking, we did whatever it took to get her here. What the two of you decide to do after, I care not, as long as the city is saved. If you manage to make peace with her, that would be beneficial, preferable even. But
she doesn't want the same. She wants to hold power over everybody and be able to make herself reign above the others in fear.
Then why did you beckon her as an ally?
She has numbers and gold.
Well, in that case, I highly suggest that we find another way to make this work, because this alliance is built on sand. It was built on sand before we made our promise, and it is built on sand after. So, if you wish to make it work, you will need to be creative. And we have done what was necessary to get us here. But let us be honest. You knew how poor this relationship was when you sent us out. You knew what our chances were. The fact we come back at all with even 50 men is a goddamn miracle. The fact that she's coming back with more men at all, that's a damn chance.
The only chance that I had was because you're from there.
Well,
something to warm her heart a plea from one of her own. And I think with that is a good place to call it.
Can we please have level 5? Like, you just give us the experience. Just do it.
Yeah, so because each of you will obviously need to like update your character sheets, like, you know, on D&D Beyond, all that good stuff, I will give out your experience now, which is also another reason why I wanted to hold it up, because, you know, I'm sure each of you are going to want to talk about it at least a little bit, and I know, for an example, Rekid has been doing rolls for HP. So, with that in mind, with the battle completed and the exchange of information, all of that good stuff, the ode EXP, things of that manner as well, each of you will get 2,450 experience.
8,855.
Correct.
That's correct.
Wait, I had
each of you at 6,405.
okay.
And with the ode experience, as Kadir had said, 8,855, which will put each of you towards level 5 and a good chunk towards level 6.
All right.
Find a good chunk.
A third of the way.
Okay.
All right.
I'm gonna roll that HP.
I am also rolling HP for once.
I am not.
Hiya!
Are we? I'm assuming long resting automatically because of the level.
So when we end the day, each of you will like fully level and whatnot, but
Hell yeah, baby.
other than that, like, that's a fucking fantastic roll.
Nice.
Other than that, and Kadir, that was a good roll too, man. A 5's not bad.
I assume we're going to
it's
bed.
average, but yeah, thank you.
I assume we're
Hey,
going to
it's
We're going to
it's
bed.
better than a 4 or less, right?
Accurate.
But I mean, yeah, I assumed after the conversation, each of you would be, you know, maybe like doing a bit of RP, but other than that, like, I did want everyone to, you know, obviously be aware and ready to be level 5 for once you guys sleep, moving on to what I believe is April 24th.
Oh, oh shit, which language do I pick up?
But hell of a good roll there, Rekid, and even though you said average, still not bad there, Kadir. With your con mod, I'm sure it's, you know, a
Solid.
bit nicer.
Oh, man,
But if I'm not mistaken, it's 14,000 needed to get to level 6.
I think that was right.
So more than halfway.
Whoa, we're more than halfway there.
It's not bad.
But level 5 is, you know, definitely a good level for most characters. You know, extra attack, stuff like that nature. So
Rekid and I just got double attack, so that's fucking nice.
And stunning strike.
All my cantrips just doubled in damage.
My level 3
I
spell
know,
slots are so
it's
tasty.
level 5 is like a huge increase.
Oh yeah, the cantrip bumps and then my level 3 spell slots are
The
nice.
proficiency bonus helps a lot too, honestly.
Yeah.
Because my damage is actually based off my proficiency, so yeah, nice.
But congratulations. I did think that a fact someone was going to die. I believe Pete, who is in the Friday game that plays as Kroot, was in the chat, and he sent me a PM, and he said, "What in the fuck did you roll where he didn't die?" And I said, "I rolled a 1 and a 2 on the dice." Like, and I said, "That lucky son of a bitch is still alive because he rolled like shit."
Which
Yeah.
lucky son of a bitch? Like there were a
Krev.
couple of us.
Me when I
Krev on that
died.
last one. That's what he was referencing. But there were definitely a few close calls. If the one would have hit Onyx, where it missed its attack set advantage when she failed the next saving throw, that could have been it for her. And
Yep.
then Rekid, you're lucky while you were being restrained and stuff, obviously being healed, brought back, and then, you know, you're being yo-yoed, but you didn't have to worry about your death saves.
Right.
So, but I'm thoroughly surprised, and that was definitely a hell of a battle for you all to make it through. But again, congratulations on level 5. I expect you guys to start handing it to some of the battles here that we get into in the future that are, I'm sure, going to happen. Random encounters, all that fun stuff included. But any of you have anything to shout out, share before we get out of here?
Oh
Can't say I
man,
do.
I'm gonna be fucking sad to write off Arian Perry off my fucking people I know list.
Oh, trust me, I was pretty sad about it too.
Was it a roll?
Yeah, everything's a roll, man.
Oh fuck. So there was a chance that Orthan Nara could have died too?
Oh yeah.
Fuck.
I hope we get a level 6 soon.
Is that what do you get at level 6?
Well, I just feel for Erica. Oh, I feel for myself as well. I get
Oh.
the double attack.
Right, because he took Rogue, he doesn't have 5 levels in Ranger, remember? So.
Yeah.
I think Erica isn't going to pick up double A. I think she's I'm pretty sure you're taking a level in Paladin, aren't you?
Yeah.
So
Now?
Oh, great.
Wouldn't you want 6 levels of...
Now when Onyx hits and rolls like a natural 20, it's going to decimate whatever she contacts.
yeah, it's like and smite.
Yeah.
I hope you like the sound of melting.
I'm glad that you talked Johnny into playing a paladin, because now I get to like actually see how like they work in game versus just like reading over it. And
Yeah.
I mean,
It's
the only
fun.
thing I was thinking, I was like, damn, I kind of want to play a paladin.
Paladins are insane.
It
Yeah.
was 5e.
the-
Oh my god, they seem pretty good.
At level Bardidins in particular, as well as Sorkidins. But Bardidins, I think more so Bardidins. Bardidins are like the tankier, the tank.
Oh, Stockton is the best ever, because you can like... You have so many attacks because of Quicken, Spell, and so on. It gets stupid.
I saw someone run that simultaneous to my Bardidin, and the Bardidin actually runs higher damage. I promise you.
Weird.
Yeah, it was an AL.
It shouldn't do, though.
It does, believe me.
If you do like Whisper Bard, you get the extra Psychic Blade damage or whatever.
Yeah, but Quicken
Well,
Blade...
let me say this real quick so we can get out of here, and then we can hit our debate. All the affiliates up in the top left corner, you can find their links correlated with their images down below. Lady Loxer for the character art and the logo. We also have 2-minute tabletops for the map and map assets. Sword Coast soundscapes for all of the ambiance music that we had tonight. And also, Heroes Wanted Discord channel, as well as Ninja Monkey Discord channel that promotes streamers. Help and grow everyone's channel. If you haven't already, please do drop a follow. You can find the YouTube, Twitter, all that good stuff down below as well. And we have another game tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Hopefully, we'll know for sure later, as long as the power remains on for one of our players. So, fingers crossed. But with that, everyone have a good night, and see you next time.
Thanks, everyone.
Take care.
Yeah.